I think it's essential that the audience knows what's happening in the story, especially since this is not staged in a typical opera fashion. But it gives the listener an opportunity to explore the musical qualities of the piece without being distracted by too many things visually. So, like you say, you asked me the question of the plot. I think it's very important. First of all, Rusalka comes from this world of the lake, and her father, the water sprite, live below the water. This young lady falls in love with a human being, the prince, who tends to bathe in this lake, on the shores of this lake. And she's swimming around him, and she falls in love with him, despite him being a human being. Jeju Baba, this witch, Hexe, who agrees to transform Rusalka, despite her father's wishes, into a human being. But again, with these stories, there are always sacrifices you need to make. In her case, she has to be mute. In the end, she is transformed. The prince then notices her, falls in love with her, of course, because it's a fairy tale. And she's a very beautiful woman, and yet she doesn't speak a word, and it doesn't seem to bother him at first, until they have a big party at the castle or the prince's house, and this foreign princess shows up and creates lots of trouble. He then distracts the prince from Rusalka and basically says, "Why is she mute? What is she hiding from you?" And he starts getting paranoid that he doesn't really know her and things like that. In the end, long story short, she runs away because she's so upset that he's fallen for this foreign princess. He, in the end, loses his mind, and he's looking for her. He misses her. He realizes he actually loves her. Finds her again. She speaks this time, but she says she can't, they can't be together, and if she kisses him, he's going to die. And in the end, he can't help it. He needs the kiss. And he does die in the end, and she's also damned. She's cursed to go back down to the lake and live at the bottom of the lake for the rest of time. So it's a pretty sad story, actually. It's not a very happy fairy tale, but what's beautiful about it is two people realize they love each other, and they sacrifice their lives because of that.
Do you have a strategy in studying an opera?
Yeah, of course. I mean, you can't just open a score and start from the beginning and just expect it to come. So basically, big to small picture. Once I have the form and have done the translation, I tend to dig deeper. Orchestration, harmonic analysis of what's going on in the orchestra and why. And then deeper into the dramatic sense of how is this character feeling, and how can the orchestra enhance what the singer's saying. Obviously, they're the words, obviously, they're the dynamics and the music, but there's so many deeper levels of transparency that we can achieve, especially in a concert like the Matinee series, where the focus is only on the music. It's not the staging, it's not the direction. So I'm really honored to present this piece in this fashion to the audience in Amsterdam. It's a very exciting piece, it's a beautiful piece, dramatic piece, and we're going to have a lot of fun putting it together.
How's your Czech, by the way?
Miserable.
Let's do a little test.
Okay.
Can you read this for me?
Churi muri fuk.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.